was awesome. 4 shows in one day yesterday, another 4 shows today. This is fantastic. This has been an honor for me, as this is my first year as a drama teacher here, just to see our directors and our actors just knocking it out of the park. These have been some of the best shows. That includes the ones I was in when I was here. That's saying a lot, you guys. Every show I was in, gold. No, parents, I'm joking. That was not true. Anyway, so excited for you guys to see this one. Couple of reminders: if you have cell phones on you right now, please silence those. Our actors, this is their final project. This is not just a show. They are graded on getting up here and doing this. So please respect that. Thank you for being such an amazing audience so far this week. I know you guys will be just as amazing today. Just a reminder, I know we're all excited for the end of the school year, but if you've got a neighbor next to you who is having a hard time focusing, feel free to nudge them, tell them, hey, let's watch the show. We will remove people if we have to. I don't think we will have to. You guys have been awesome. Awesome. Cool. This is live theater. Anything can happen. That's what makes it fun. So with that, so just be aware that this show will run a little bit over into next period. So when you hear the bell, please stay seated. We will make sure that you're able to get where you need to go right when the show is over. All right, so with that, please help me invite the director of this show to the stage, Norah Montones.
This is the show that we put on for the whole quarter. We've rehearsed it, we've worked really hard. It's called Much Ado About Nothing. This is a Shakespearean comedy with some ups and some downs, so it does have some sad moments. Alright, so the show is about 2 people, Benedict and Beatrice, who do not like each other. They kind of fight every time they see each other. Their best friends, though, Claudio and Hero, get engaged, and their other friend, the prince, decides we should put Benedict and Claudio together for fun, right? Because why not? Set people up. Alright, guys, thank you so much for coming. This is Much Ado About Nothing!
Brother Pedro, you are surely mistaken.
Brother John, I will not stand here and listen to you prattle on about this.
I will not hear this from my brother, no less. Now I charge thee on my honor. Come forward. Very well then. Yeah.
Thanks, friend Claudio. For your honor, I knight thee. Now you take them away, Senor Benedict. Captain, I wish you to take this letter to Leonato of Messina.
I learned in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes assigned to Messina.
It's very nearby this. It's not really soft when I left.
I also learned in this letter that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part. And equally honored by Don Pedro. Can't get himself beyond Thomas of his age. Trained of the spiritual lamp.
I pray you, is Senor Benedict returned from the wars or no?
Oh, he's returned. And as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten? But how many hath he killed? For indeed, I promise ye all of his killing.
You must not mistake my niece. There is a kind of merry war betwixt her and Senor Benedict. They've never met, but there seems to be a skirmish of wit between them.
In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and
ice.
No, we'll not till a hot January.
What's my dear Lady Disdain? Are you yet living?
Should Disdain die while she has such meat food to feed her as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to Disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat? For it is true. I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted. And I could find in my heart that truly I am not a hard heart, for I love none.
A dear happiness to women, else they would have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I think my cold blood that I'm of your humor for that, for I had rather hear a dog bark at a crow than a man swear that he loves me.
God, keep your ladyship still in that mind, except a man or other shall escape a predestined scratched face.
Nothing can make it worse, and twerse or the face is yours were.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer. But have your way, I am done.
You always end with a jade trick. I know you hold.
That is the sum of all, Leonato. Senor Benedict and good Senor Claudio, my dear friend Leonato hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay at the least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion shall detain us longer.
I bid you welcome. Young child, being reunited with your brother, I owe you all to me.
I thank you. I am not a pretty word, but I thank you.
Please, your grace lead on.
By your hand, Leonato, we shall go together.
Benedict, didst thou know the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I noted her nods, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady? I pray thee speak in sober judgment.
Methinks she's too low for a high praise, and too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation I can afford. If she were no other than as she is, she were not unhandsome. But, being no other than as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee tell me truly how thou likest her. In mine eyes, she's the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such man. I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
Would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if Hero would be my wife.
Has it come to this? Shall I never see a bachelor or a threescore again? Go ahead, thrust thyself into the yoke of love and sigh away Sundays.
What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonato's?
I would, your grace. Commend me to tell.
Well, by all means, by your allegiance.
Your grace, Claudio, I can be as secret as a dumb man, but by mine honor, he is in love. With who? Well, that is your grace's part.
Beatrice?
No, Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
Well, amen, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thoughts.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two troughs and two faiths, I spoke mine as well.
And that I love her, I feel.
Well, that she is worthy, I know.
That she is worthy, or if she is fair, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
and put them on my forehead, and let them signify under my sign, here is Benedict, the married man.
If this should ever happen, then thou wouldst be horn mad.
Well, you will temporize with the hours. In the meantime, repair to Leonato's. Commend me to him, for indeed he hath made great preparation for supper. I know thou lovest syrup. There shall be great reveling tonight. Now, I shall break with Leonato on thy behalf, and thou shalt have her.
How sweetly you do minister to love that no loves grief by his complexion.
Is 'tis once thou lovest, and I shall fit thee with the remedy.
My lord, why are you thus at the measure's side?
There is no measure in the occasion that breeds, therefore the sadness without limit.
Okay, but you must not make the full show of this. You may do it without control. You have complaints not against your brother. He has taken you nearly to his grace. It is impossible. You should take true root, and by the fair weather that you make yourself.
In this it cannot be denied, that I am a plain-dealing villain. Why, if I had my liberty, I would do my liking. Let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
I came yonder from a great supper. Prince, your brother is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Oh, will it serve for any model to build mischief on? What are you for a fool to roast yourself with such quietness?
Married, it is on your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio? Even he? Huh. Our squire indeed. And who? Tell me then, which way looks he?
Married, on Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
Huh. A very forward-marched chick indeed. Why, this may prove a remedy to my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. Why, if I can cross him anyway, I bless myself every day.
Saw Count John here at supper.
I saw not.
He is a very melancholy disposition. He were an excellent man, made just in the midway between him and Benedict. The one too like an image and says nothing. The other too like my lady's eldest son, evermore to catch her.
Well, then have Count John's mouth in Signor Benedict's mouth, and half of Count John's face in Signor Benedict's mouth.
A good leg and a good foothold, and one half in his purse. Such a man would win any woman if he could get her goodwill.
Cousin, I hope to see you light on a husband one day.
I cannot endure a husband with a beard on his face. I had rather lie in the wool.
Well, then maybe you light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting, gentle woman? He that hath beard is more than youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than youth is not from, and he that is less than man.
Well, cousin, I hope to see you one day light on a husband.
Not until God make men of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be so overmastered with a piece of just valiant dust? No, uncle, I'll none.
Well, daughter, if any man do solicit you in this manner, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the beauty, cousin, if you be not good for your time. For here be hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting are as a Scotch jig, a measure, and a secret pace. The first is hot and hasty as a Scotch jig, full as fantastical. The wedding, mannerly knocks as a measure, full of state and ancientry. And then comes the secret pace, with his bad legs, who falls faster and faster until he sink into his grave.
Cousin, you apprehend passing truth.
Uncle, I have a good eye. I can see church by daylight.
Now unto the antipodes that you can devise me sent, rather than hold 3-word conference with this harpy.
None but to desire your good company.
My lord, here is a dish I love not. Endure, my lady tongue.
I brought Count Claudio, who you sent me to seek.
Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is one.
His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to.
Speak, Count. Is your cue?
It's the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself and daughter upon the exchange.
Thanks for the alliance. And thus goes everyone into the world. But I, and I may sit in a corner and cry, I hope for a husband.
Then will you have me, lady?
No, not unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly for me to bear. But I beseech your grace, pardon me, for I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me. And to be merry suits you.
Cousins, God give you joy. By your grace's pardon.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers, I presume.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
My lord, if they were but a week married, they would drive themselves mad.
Oh, country Claudio, what mean you go to church?
Tonight? No. Not till Monday, which is just a hence 7 night away. And time too brief to dab, all things answered in my mind.
Oh, come, you shake the head at so long a breathing. But I warn thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will, in the interim, undertake one of Hercules' tasks, which is to bring good Senor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. Now, I would fain have it a match, and I doubt not but to fashion it, if you three but lend assistance as I do give you direction.
My lord, I implore you.
And you, gentle hero,
I will do any modest office, my lord.
oh, I shall teach thee how to humor your cousin, so that she cannot help but fall into a mountain of love with Senor Benedict. And I, with your 2 helps, will show prey on Benedict that in despite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he too shall fall in love with Beatrice. Come with me and I shall show you my drift.
So, Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonardo. Yea, my lord, but I can cross it. Any bar, Horatio, any cross, any impediment that's suitable to me. But I am sick in displeasure to him, and whatsoever comes athwart his affection ranges evenly with mine. Now tell me, how canst thou cross this marriage?
I told your lordship of your sins how much I'm in the favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to hero.
And what life isn't that to be the death of this marriage?
Poison of that lies in you to temper. Find me at the hour to draw Don Pedro and Count Claudio alone. Tell them that they know that hero loves me. They'll scarcely believe this without a trial. Offer them instances which shall bear no less likelihood than to hear me call Margaret hero. Then all the preparation will be overthrown, and there shall appear such truth of heroes disloyalty.
And they shall scarcely believe this without a trial. Horatio, be cunning in the working this, and thy fee will be 1,000 heroes.
Constant in the accusation, and cunning shall not shame me.
Now, I will presently go lure their day of marriage.
Girl. Water. Water. That'll be all. I do so much wonder. After seeing how one man, being a fool, after he dedicated his behaviors to love, such a man is Claudio. Shall I not see with my own eyes? One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another wise, I am well. Another virtuous, still I am well. But until all graces be in one woman shall not enter my grace. The prince and Senior Love, I will hide me in the arbor.
Senor Leonato, what was it you told me of the other day? That your niece Beatrice was in love with Senor Benedict.
I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I either. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, whom in all outward appearance seemed ever to abhor. By my troth, I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she is in love with him with an enraged affection. It is past the infinite of thought. There was never counterfeit of passion came so close to the life of passion.
What effects of passion shows she?
What effects, my lord? Well, you see. You see. You heard my daughter tell you how.
How? Lady! I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
Yes, as well, especially against Signor Benedict.
Well, has she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, and she swears she never will. That is her torment.
'Tis true, so your daughter says. Shall I, says she, that have so oft encountered him with scorn, write to him that I love him?
And she took the letter and tore it into 1,000 halfpence, railed at herself that she be so immodest to write to someone who would flout her.
Then down upon her knees she falls, beats her heart, tears her hair, weeps, sobs, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, give me patience.
Well, she is a kind, sweet lady, and against all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she's exceeding wise.
Yes, in everything except for loving Benedict.
I feel sorry for her as I have just cause, being her uncle.
I pray that you will speak with Benedict and see what he shall say on the matter.
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die if she make her love known, and she will die if we love her not.
Well, I believe you're correct, for if she were to make her love tender to Benedict, 'tis very likely he'll scorn it. For the man, as you all know, hath a contemptible spirit. Well, we shall hear further of it from your daughter later. Let it cool the while, though. I love Benedict well, and it pains me to see how unaware he is, how unworthy he is, so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk with me? Dinner's ready.
Let us send your niece in to call him into dinner.
Ha! This can be no trick. They have the truth of it from Hero. questions and put them to many. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis in truth, I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me, why, it's no addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly. For I will be horribly in love with her. When I said I would die a bachelor, I didn't think I would live to be married.
Boy, how come?
Because you have to. Here comes Beatrice. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Sweet Beatrice. I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those things than you take pains to thank me.
Then
If it had been painful, I would not have come.
you take pleasure in this message?
You have no stomach, senor? Very well.
Ha! There's a double meaning in that phrase. I have come bid you to dinner. No, if I do not take pity on her, then I am hard-hearted. If I do not love her, then I'm a villain.
What? Are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
Will so said the Lord.
And they did you tell her of it, madam?
They didn't treat me to acquaint her with it, but I persuaded them. If they love Benedict, to which he wrestled his affection, and never to let Beatrice know it.
Why did you so?
Oh, love. Nature never brings a woman's heart a prouder stuff than that to Beatrice. She cannot love.
Cannot love.
Nor give no shame, nor conduct of affection. She's self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. And therefore certainly it were not good she knew his love. Thus she makes sport at it.
Why you speak truth? I never yet saw bad. How young, how wise, how noble, how rarely pleasing. But she would spell it backwards. Church every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue. But you tell her, if I should speak, she should walk me into hell. No. Rather, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, then waste inwardly.
Yes. Tell her of it. See what she will say.
No. Rather, I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passions. And truly, all delights and honors land is the same like husband.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong, I suppose? She will not go without true judgment as to refuse so very gentleman as he. I pray you not be angry with me, madam. But Signor Benedict, for shape, bearing, argument, and valor, goes foremost in their fought throughout Italy.
He does have an excellent good name.
He did in earnest, and he had it.
The marriage breach is almost here. I'm going. I'll get to the times. Have I come?
What fires in my ears?
order to be consummate, then go I toward Aragon. I will only boldly go with Benedict in my company, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is but all mirth.
Gallants, I am not as I have been. I hope he be in love.
Ha! There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched by love.
Yet say I, he is in love.
Unless you have a fool to fancy, he is no fancy to foolery.
If he is not in love with some woman, there is no believing old signs.
True, those do tell a heavy tale. Conclude, he is in love.
I know who loves him.
And that would I know too.
Signor Leonato, I have studied 8 or 9 wise words that I shall speak with you. Without these hobby horses hearing.
On my life, to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so Hero and Margaret have by this played their parts with Beatrice, and so the two bears will not fight one another when they meet.
My friend, I say. Therefore know I've earned of Don John.
Therefore know I have earned of Don John 1,000 euros. Know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, the Lady Hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. I tell this tale vilely. I shall first tell thee how the Prince, Claudio, and my master, landed in place and possessed by my master Don John, saw far off in the Sokar this animal encounter. Two of them thought Margaret was Hero, the Prince and Claudio. But the devil my master knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, which first possessed them, partly by the dark night, which did deceive them.
Chiefly by my ability, which did confirm any slander that Don John had made.
Good morning, cuz.
Good morning, sweet hero.
What happened now? Do you speak in this sick too?
I'm afraid I'm all out of other tunes.
Why, cousin, 'tis almost 5 o'clock. 'Tis time you were ready.
By my troth, I'm exceedingly ill.
Get you some of this distilled Cardius Benedictus. Lay that your heart. Oh, there. You so moral in these babies.
Moral, you may think perchance I think you are in love. Nay, my lady, I am not such a fool to think what I list. Therefore, certainly, I do not think you are in love, or can be in love, or will be in love. Yet, Benedict is such another, and now that he has become a man, he has sworn he will never marry. But now, despite of his heart, he does so without grudging. And I know not how you may be converted, but methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
If ye ever know any ill-work element, why should not be conjoined? I charge you on your souls to honor it.
Know you any Hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
What men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do. Leonardo, take her back again. Give can cunning sin cover itself withal? My lord, what of this? Not to be married.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wide?
Sweet prince, why not speak to you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored to know that I have gone about to link my dear friend to a common girl.
Why, my lord?
Let me move but one question to you. And by that kindly and fatherly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I bid thee do so as thou art my daughter.
Oh God, defend me. How am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Well, is it not hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Mary, that can hero. Hero itself can blot out hero's own virtue. What man was he talked with you yesterday night betwixt 12 and 1?
I talk with no man at that hour, my lord.
Leonato, I am sorry you must hear this, but I, as an honest man, myself, my brother, and this grieved count, did see her, hear her at that hour last night, speaking with a ruffian.
Hero, what a hero hadst thou been, if half thy hour graces had replaced with tongue thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair.
How thou, sweet hero?
Death is the fairest cover of her shame that may be wished for.
How doth your cousin?
Death acting. Help, uncle, help. Signor Benedict, help. Sweet hero.
Do not live, hero. Do not open thine eyes. Thought I, thy spirits were stronger than thy strengths.
Hero.
Myself would, on the reward of reproach, strike at thy life.
Sir, be patient, for I am so tied in wonder, I know not what to say.
She not denies it. Why seekst thou to cover with something that can be seen in plain sight?
Well, you know my inwardness in love is towards the Prince and Claudio, but by mine honor, I will deal with this secretly and justly.
She not denies it. Why would the princess lie? Why would Benedict lie? When one speaking of her foulness, washed his face with tears.
Here below, for I have been silent so long. The star stares your face 1,000 innocent shapes. Me with most blushing apparitions. You call me a fool playing by thy guiltlessness or some biting error.
I know not. If I find that these men are telling the truth, I shall tear you with my hands. But if I find that you are telling the truth, these men shall well hear of it.
My counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter, here, the princess, left for dead. Left for a while, secretly kept in, and published that she is dead indeed. Mary, this well carriage shall be on her behalf. She shall change slander to remorse. Upon the instant that she was accused, shall be pitied, excused of every hearer. So will bear Claudio, if love have interest in her in slipper, will mourn for her, and wish he had not so accused her. That is well consented. Come, lady, die to live. This way is perhaps prolonged. Have patience and endure.
I do believe your fair cousin was wronged.
What men might do that could right her?
A man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
As strange as the thing that I know not. For it were possible for me to say that I love nothing so well as you.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me?
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it. I protest I love thee. What say you?
I protest that I love thee too.
Do it with all thine heart. Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world!
Then you kill me to deny. Farewell.
Beatrice, I will speak with Claudio. Go. Don't forget your cousin. I must say, she's dead.
What else, Jello? And then Claudio didn't even upon his words. She disgraced Hero before the entire assembly and not married her. And this is more. Don John is this morning secretly stole away. Hero was in the Spaniard schemes. It is very bitter of thieves. And upon Griffiths suddenly died. Let him be bound with rocks and mountains. I will go before it shall be examination.
Senor Benedict,
We're saying here is
you are almost come to part almost a fray. The thing is thou of Leonato. I feel that if we had come to blows, he should not have proved too old for us.
I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek for thee, for we are high with melancholy, and would fain have it beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
As I am an honest man, thou art pale. Art thou sick or art thou angry?
Courage, man. What thou care kill a cat? Thou hast metal enough in thee to kill care.
By this light he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
May I speak a word into your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good. How you dare, when you dare, and with what you dare. For you have killed a sweet and innocent lady, and her death shall fall heavy upon your head. What say you?
I will meet with thee, so I may have good cheer.
My grace, for your many services I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother has fled from Messina. For among you, you've killed a sweet and innocent lady. And as for your Lord Latvian here, he and I shall meet. Until then, farewell.
He's in earnest.
Most profound earnest, and I'll warrant you, for the love of Beatrice.
And he has challenged me?
Most sincere.
You not say my brother was fled from Messina?
It's me. Nice.
And my brother did set you up on this?
Yes, paid me richly for the practice. And briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Oh, he is composed and framed with treachery. Fled is he upon his villainy.
Sweet hero, how thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved it first.
Here goes Master Signor Leonato.
Which of you is the villain? Art thou the slave that with abandoned and has fled. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. 'Twas highly and nobly done if you methinks you of it.
Woe is me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet I sin not but in mistaking.
My word nor I, and yet to please this good old man, I'll bend under any great weight that he'll enjoin me to.
Well, I wish you could bring my daughter back, but since that is not a viable option, marry my cousin, or my brother's daughter, niece. She's a spitting image of Hero. Instead of being my son, you can be my nephew. Take of her my fortunes, and with her, my revenge dies.
I do embrace your offer. Dispose for henceforth of poor Claudia.
I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
Tonight, I'll mourn with Hero.
The God of love that sits above and knows me and knows me. How pitiful I deserve. I mean in writing, but in loving, why, there was never a soul so turned over and over as my poor self in love. Sweet Beatrice, dost thou come when I call thee?
Yea, and
Oh, say, but so then.
tender spoken. But let me go with that which I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudia.
Claudio undergoes my challenge, and I must hear from him shortly. Come now. Which of my bad hearts did thou fallest in love with me first?
For them altogether, which remained such a politic state of people, that they allowed no good part to intervene. But for which of my good parts did thou first suffer love for me?
Suffer love. Good epithet. For I do suffer love, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. But if you will spite it for my sake, then I will spite it for yours. For I can never lack that which my friend hates.
Madam, Signora, come presently. It is proved my lady Hero hath been falsely accused, the Prince of Claudia mightily abused, and Don John, the author of it all. Come presently, please.
Will you come here for this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart and be buried in thy eyes. Oh, and moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
yet she lives.
All this amazement can qualify. However, let wonder seem familiar. Enter the chapel, let us presently.
Soft and fair. Which is Beatrice?
Quite answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No more than reason. Do you not love me?
Troth. No. No more than reason.
Why then, my cousin and Margaret are much deceived, for they did swear that you did.
Well, then your cousin and Margaret said you were well nigh dead for me.
They said you were almost sick for me.
But
Come, cousin. I'm sure you love the man.
And I'll be sworn upon that he loves her, for here's a note written in his own hand. A halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, declaring her love unto Benedict, stolen from her.
well, this is a miracle. Look, it's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee.
I would not deny you.
But by this good day, I yield upon great persuasion,
And partly to save your life.
Well, how dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
Well, since I do purpose to marry, I can say nothing against it, but do not scorn me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and that is my conclusion. Come, we are friends. Let's have a dance. Ere we lighten our own heels and our wives' spirits.
We'll dance after you get married.
No. Let's dance now. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife.
my lord, your brother John has been taken in fight and brought back to Messina.
Come, think not on him until tomorrow. I will devise the brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers!